fresh 17 when we first left our home to answer the Corsair's calling, heed the skyjack, need to roam. We set out from the Cairtrim fields, Lusk, Eris, Sim, and I, our village watching somberly as we said our last goodbye. The elders called us fools and thought us far too young and green, who know nothing of the Eriner's life and the hells that they have seen. You'll all be killed or worse, they cried, sure as the sea is blue. But we heeded not their warnings, for there's much that we had to do. We must sing with our crew, hear the Star Watcher call as we swing between skyships with miles to fall. We care not for the danger nor fear for our death, for we know that we're sworn to be skyjacks far past our last breath. Lusk led us south through the hollow hills to the Greystone Bar in Kent. He fancies himself quite the gambler, so to the Illiman table he went. Lusk's face is kind, but his hands are slow, and a cheater he'll ever be. He steals a stack, and the pistol cracks, and now we number 3. Eris runs us hard for days, for to leave that cursed town, down the eastern path to the harried bluffs on the banks of the Widow's Sound. As we climb the jagged rocks, a storm wind slams us left and right. I heard Sim's rod command, Eris, take my hand, but she drops into the night. We must sing with our crew and hear the Star Watcher call as we swing between skyships with miles to fall. We care not for the danger nor fear for our death, for we know that we're sworn to be skyjacks far past our last breath. Traveled mostly silent now for weeks. When we talk, it is of Eris and the love they fail to speak. With the city wide in front of us, we cross the drenched plain. Sim pauses, turns their back, and disappears into the rain. I often see their faces as I work from Bell to Maine, and I swear I hear their voices rise in every sung refrain. This crew be loud and lovely, and with every place we go, they ask me what I wish for, and I truly do not know. Still I must sing with our crew and hear the Star Watcher call as I swing between skyships with miles to fall. We care not for the danger nor fear for our deaths, for we know that we're sworn to be skyjacks far past our last breath.
Hello, I'm a spooky ghost. I don't know. I don't know how to be scary. Why would I know how to be scary? I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy, you see. And little guys are generally not very scary. I don't cut an intimidating figure, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to, like, on the fly, because I was thinking about this earlier. I'm trying to, like, on the fly come up with a different intro that's a little more Halloween-y, because it's a scary, spooky holiday, you know? You're gonna be playing MH Wild's beta until bedtime? I wish I was playing MH Wild bedtime right now. I want to play MH Wilds until bedtime. Nah, I'm gonna do that after this stream. I'm happy to be here, honestly. We can play together tomorrow. I don't know if my computer's gonna run it, but we're gonna find out. We'll see. We'll know someday. Friends. Enemies. Past romantic partners and future nemesis, welcome to the long Halloween. It's a celebration of spookulation. That's all I got. That's as scary as we're getting this time. This doesn't have horror bits in it. It just has a Halloween special. Today we're playing Power Wash Simulator. We're going to do the Halloween house that was released for Halloween this year. That's it. That's all we're doing. We're not doing anything special. Same stuff as always, just a sort of a spooky house this time. Super Power Wash services. You made it. Phew. Horror is imagining having to clean these things in real life. So true. I'm due to host this year's Halloween party, and my castle's been hit by a muck spell. You see, there's a bit of a rift growing in the witch community. Whilst most of us have embraced a new take on Halloween, more color, more vibrancy, and celebration, some, like the Sour Sisters, are still a little bit stuck in their ways. They'd rather we morosely moseyed around the woods, picked a few noxious herbs, and flung them into the cauldron with some random offcuts, and passed the night away pulling scary faces at each other. Don't know about you, but that's the last thing I need right now. Same. Honestly, same, Megan. So I just finished decking out the place for a festival of fun when the Sour Sisters muck spell struck. Shameless sabotage, but the only way to deal with negative energy is to blast it with yet more positive energy, and, in this particular case, a whole lot of water. So please, spray away so I can get this party started. Alright. We're doing it. Yeah, the thing about power washing in real life is that it sucks. I assume. I mean, I've never done it. Now, I don't know if the special levels... I haven't actually done any of the special levels. I don't know if they have a gnome. There might be a gnome somewhere. So we'll keep an eye out for some kind of scary Halloween gnome. I don't know why I'm doing that with my voice. Is it scary? Is it scary when I do that? Are we scared? Is anyone spooked? I know the place looks a bit creepy right now, but fret not. Once you get going, it'll soon brighten up. Actually, inside isn't much better. Fair enough, Megan. My house is also pretty dirty inside. I don't even have the Sour Sister spells to blame for that. Yeah, I get you. Depression is hard, man. It's hard to clean when you're so sad all the time. I get it. Give it a quick sweep. Ah, good for you. Oh, my big ass ears are in the text box. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no. I don't remember what game I moved myself for, but it wasn't this one. There, that should be less in the text box, hopefully. Hello, Cora. Just wanted to say the thing. That's fair. How's everyone doing? I know Quinn is probably not going to be talking a whole lot because Monster Hunter is happening. How are you, Cassie? How are you, Cora? How's your nights going? How's your Halloween? Every message was just check out this plush. And I mean, why wouldn't you want to? Have you seen this plush? Now you have. It's the column that's not clean. Probably on top. Yeah. GV and DD all week, so I broke could go on an anniversary trip. Wow, that's really cool. Oh, you're gonna do your nails? I got a manicure while I was out of town, and like that was nice. My nails looked great. We did like a matte green, and it was gorgeous. It looked really great. Greens, like emerald foresty type greens, match my skin really well. It was lovely. And I finally like got the stuff off because my nails have grown enough that it's like, you know, it looks bad to have nail polish on them because the roots are showing so much. So I finally removed all the nail polish, and oh my god, my nails look like shit. Because when you get an actual manicure, you get the nails buffed first, which basically means like, you know, they're priming it. They're giving it a nice surface to stick to, which means that if you get the nail polish off before your nails have kind of regrown and don't repaint them, your nails just look like you've kind of run them over sandpaper. And it's not great. It's not a good look, in my opinion. Green is absolutely my color. I'm glad that I like green so much because it matches my everything so well. Getting your nails done is kind of a commitment. Yeah. Well, and it makes me kind of go like, well, maybe I should see if I have enough money, because I do not have enough money, for the record. No matter how much it costs, I don't have money. But I'm like, maybe I should see if I have enough money to just go and get them done again at a different place that's local, instead of a place in, you know, my old hometown where I was visiting. Now, I gotta be honest with you. This is not a gargoyle. This game says it's a gargoyle. It's not. That's a grotesque. I believe grotesque is the correct name. Is that everything? Yes. Okay. Bullshit computer art job so you can keep the big claws you love? Hell yeah. I do not like having long nails. I only want, like, the shortest possible nails. Like, once they get past a certain point, I actively, like, fuck with them constantly, and it, like, eventually starts hurting and, like, causing damage to my nails and makes my fingers hard to use on account of double spoil and cuddles. It's wicked being a witch. Bless this hex. Ah, what a good sign. I lost track of what I was saying there. This is very cute, yeah. Long but natural because acrylics hurt like hell. Yeah, natural, like, I've never done acrylics. I don't ever want to do acrylics. They sound miserable. But having my natural nails, like, longer than, like, just the tiniest bit off of the nail bed is, like, the most miserable physical sensation I can imagine. So I keep them very close cropped. I can probably imagine more miserable physical sensations, but you probably, you get me. We're all pals here. No one's policing my my onomatopoeia. That's a different thing. My What the fuck is the word I'm looking for? The thing where you over exaggerate. Oh god. Oh god. I have no idea what it's called. There's definitely a word. Hyperbole! Thank you, Cora. Oh, it's the grave of A. The grave, if you will. And you won't. Because why would you? App. We're developing a witch app for more effectively hexing people online. That's just Etsy. You can hex people online with Etsy. I do love how they said it would become gradually less spooky as you clean it, and it really does. This is very cute. True horror, big iPhone. This is a good skybox. The colors are really nice. You're so right. It's gorgeous. Oh, there was another grave here. I was like, wait, does it really just say Hap? Happy. Here lies Hap. He was so big he needed 4 graves. Cute decor. Yeah. I love this gag a lot. It's very cute. I bet the house is very pleasant looking under all the grime, too. These graves are in my way. Ma'am, could you move your graves while I'm cleaning, please? I'm busy. It's all cottagecore Tumblr witch. It still has a face, but it's smiling. Yeah, that would be funny. I don't think it does, based on what I'm seeing here. Oh, look at these scary pumpkins, though. Never mind, they're happy. I should go clean the graves. I'm trying to take it one thing at a time, so that I actually remember to do everything, and don't have to scour the level for the last thing. I do think it would be funny if these over here said something other than Halloween. I know they're gonna say Halloween, but that'd be like a funny joke. That'd be like a little subversion of expectation. If it said, like, I don't know, Easter. Where are you still dirty? There you go. I'm baby, actually. There's graves in the way of me when I'm playing a hit video game, League of Legends. No, my jungler has, so I'm not coming to help with the mid lane gank. That joke took a lot of steps, but I appreciate it. I know what most of those words mean. I also have some coffee. What is spookier for Halloween than an iced coffee? A homemade iced coffee. Actually, you know what, like, I would really like to do that I haven't done in, like, years is a homemade cold brew. I don't know if any of y'all are coffee heads, but, like, oh, homemade cold brew is so nice. The punchline reminding people that League of Legends exists is still scary. Yeah, I agree. Hate coffee. Fair enough. A lot of people do. The bitterness... I don't want to say it's an acquired taste, because I feel like that's kind of like a cop-out, but, like, especially cheaper coffees, the bitterness is really bad. Generally, if you're getting, like, craft roasted coffees, they're making them a little bit fancier. Not that what I'm getting is, like, craft roasted right now or anything. I'm just a freak who likes cheap coffee, too. Like, there's probably a coffee out there for just about everyone, but, like, my understanding, the thing that I've been told is that, like, coffee beans are a lot like grapes, where, like, a coffee coming from one place, it can taste completely different from a coffee coming from the place next door, in the same way that that wine is like that. You know, a wine from one winery, even if they're right next to each other, will probably taste very, very different on some level from the other ones. But, like, most of the mass market stuff you see that goes all over the country is, like, bad. Starbucks, if I remember correctly, intentionally burns their coffee to make sure it all tastes roughly the same everywhere. 30 sugars and 20 flavor pumps like a hummingbird. You can get, you can, at most coffee places, you could just get something that isn't coffee. You don't have to order a coffee like that. The pumpkins are so cute. I love the spraying off the scary stuff to reveal just like a happy little guy. And get these pumpkins over here now, because I was already halfway done with them. Can I get a hot coffee with no coffee in it? I don't take sugar in my coffee by the Anarchist Cookbook. I would have to hear it. I I enjoy a sugary coffee. I also enjoy like a plain coffee, but only if the beans are really good and like the roast is really good. Like there's I'm in fucking Seattle, which is like, Starbucks is from here, baby. We got a coffee culture. Just don't get Starbucks, you know? Um so like, if I'm going here like and I want something that I actually want to taste the coffee 100%, the Narcissist Cookbook. Okay. Six enormous spoonfuls of sugar into the sleepy time tea. Oh yeah, I forgot you can like surf in this game. If you hit angles just right, you can kind of go flying. Yeah. Okay, I should stop. I don't think I've ever had sleepy time tea, honestly. I've never been like a having a type of drink to wind down kind of person, you know? You have an energy drink to wind up. Ooh. I kind of stopped doing energy drinks at some point in my life. I I think it's basically when I stopped working. Because the thing about work was that, like, they sold energy drinks there, so I could very easily get a hold of one if I wanted one. And if I was feeling, like, bad or down or whatever and needed energy. But also, like, there was just no way to get coffee there, you know? If I didn't bring a coffee from home, there was no way to get coffee there, and the closest, like, coffee place was a fucking Starbucks, and I've always disliked Starbucks. The only thing I've ever really enjoyed from Starbucks is the like frappuccino with like way too much chocolate in it. Because guess what? All of that chocolate, because it's like really sugary chocolate, it's not like bitter chocolate, covers up the taste of their terrible coffee. Oh no, that is. Ghosts exist now, so there's ones that don't taste disgusting. I feel like I've seen Ghost around. I don't know what the deal with it is though. Maybe I should check out my favorite YouTube channel, Bell Pepper Gaming, for more information on Ghost Energy Drink. I actually don't remember if you've ever. Uh, I remember you drinking an energy drink. I don't remember which kind it was. Debug menu with one really cool option. Coffee for pussies. Let's see if I can find one that I don't hate the taste of. What if an energy drink tasted like candy instead of battery acid? That sounds... That sounds like it would be cloying. Like, it sounds like it would be too sweet for me. I'm imagining what an energy drink that tastes like candy would taste like, and it sounds very... a lot. Eh. I don't want to use a ladder. Let me up. This witch lady's got a really cute house. Just a lot of nice decorations in the yard and a little pumpkin house over here. It's cute. Pumpkin shed, I guess. It's probably more of a shed than a house. Pumpkin outhouse. Who knows? An energy drink, those are just naturally sour. Yeah. Oh, it was a bang. I think I remember that now. Anyway. My point is, I don't really like energy drinks anymore. I could probably drink one if I wanted to, and I, like, really needed caffeine, but, like, there's basically a million other options, and I like all of them more. Brew some teas, you can brew some coffees, and we'll have a tasting party. That might be fun. Where is Transmecca? Like, is Seattle Transmecca? Is that what it is? Okay. All the trans people end up there. I mean, I was gonna say, like, not really, but I can't really argue with that. I ended up there. Oh, I thought the bucket wasn't clean. Alright, I guess it's fine. And I want to get the little stuff off to the side here, and then we'll start on the actual house. A few cities are Transmecca. No, a Transmecca is a different thing. Transmecca is a different subject that people are very weird about on Tumblr. Weird parentheses neutral. Not in a good way or a bad way, just weird, you know. Isn't it odd how the imminent arrival of visitors seems to add a thick layer of dirt to every surface? That's true. I've never thought of Gundam as being that trans, honestly. I'm sure this bedroom looked fine yesterday. Poor girl. Megan Mogg is also trans, by the way. Then I had to think of it. I'm not sure I've ever cleaned it. I just move from room to room when the one I'm in gets to be a bit too much. I guess my big ass ears are still in the text box, huh? Megan Moggle. So true. Getting there now. Good job, Megan. We stan a transgender witch. A transgender Tumblr witch. See, my whole thing is that, like, in an ideal world, I would bounce between, um, like weird J fashion girl and cottagecore witch aesthetic. If I had money for clothes and occasion to wear nice clothes ever, that would kind of be my whole thing, I think. So like I'm with Megan here. We are on the same wavelength at some level. Why is Megan a name that you'd side-eye? I don't know what you mean by that. Bimbo MILF goth librarian, and you've been chasing that high ever since. I mean, they're not wrong. And as far as I know, that's been your aesthetic for a long ass time. Why would anyone want to be called Megan? Like how people say about the name Mildred. I know of at least one trans woman, or non-binary person. I think they're non-binary, actually. But at least one non-binary person online who is Mildred. It is, of course, Mildred from Scaredy Cats / Thought Slime. Scaredy Cat's a show, of course, starring Bobby Duke, the star of the channel. Took me a while to find Thought Slime. Not like your opinion on any name matters. Yeah, I'm just curious. Like I wasn't like trying to call you out or anything. I was just curious what logic was going into it, kind of thing. Feels even worse to spell it Megan and not Meghan. I've only known one Megan with the H in my life, honestly. There's that music artist lady. Meghan Trainor? Is that her name? But that's like the only two people with an H that I know of. Here we are. I love this place's vibe. Feels gross on the mouth. Interesting. Your joke delivery is very Thought Slime. I mean, I could see it. I really like Scaredy Cats. I don't watch Thought Slime as much anymore just because, like, drenching myself in too much politics stuff is depressing. So I try to limit it to specific times and, like, areas, you know, kind of thing. So that I don't just turn myself into a depressed mess again. So I don't really follow Thought Slime that much anymore, but Scaredy Cats is great. The one Megan I knew who uses an H, or who has an H in her name in real life, has all of her usernames as Meg Han Solo, which I think is cute. There's nothing else to that sentence, I just think it's cute. I mean, I don't know if it's usernames and stuff. I think that was like her name on Facebook for a long time. Plus, she shouldn't have to worry about politics. It's true, but I gotta. I actually genuinely don't know if that was a username anywhere, but it was her name on Facebook for a few years at least. So hopefully I'm not doxing her. Because I genuinely don't know. Yeah, like 26 Tumblr URLs. I think I only have like 4 or 5. I wonder if I still have actually Rose Lalonde. I want to look now. Like, I actually don't know what my extra Tumblr blogs are. No, I do still have actually Rose Lalonde, actually. I've got Toon Elemental, I've got Cartoon Elemental, I've got Facts About My GF, which is a blog that I neglected and probably should have done more with. I stopped getting submissions for it, is the problem. I was getting a lot of submissions for it, and then I kind of stopped getting submissions. I've got Cake Naya, which is very hard to explain joke. A bit not safe for work, I think, with some of the stuff that's on there. Uh, don't look at it, it's bad. It was a stupid joke from, like, probably 10 years ago. Scalicot, which I made as a placeholder blog to hold my URL when I changed it to Toon Elemental. Yeah, because my first name used to be Ellicott, which I always thought was a super cool name, and I do still like it a lot, actually. I kind of wish I hadn't taken it out of my name. But the problem is, first of all, that people kept reading Ellicott and, like, just willfully ignoring the C in there and calling me Elliot, which made me really mad. They did that also when I introduced myself as Ellie, and that also made me mad. So there was that, and then also... pointed at your Rose shirt, said Homestuck, and then didn't say anything else for the whole night. Oh my god. That's fucking brutal. Oh, I'm so sorry. People call you Quentin? Oh god, terrible. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like, you know, I was having to give out my name constantly at work and stuff because of, you know, client relationships or whatever. Like, you gotta make sure that they know your name and that they can ask for you if they want to talk to you and blah 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 blah, you know, that kind of shit. And just, like, I would write it down for them in pretty clear handwriting. I would write Ellie or Ellicott, and they would always, always, always say Elliot. And then, like, years later, like, after I stopped kind of going by that, I guess, I realized that the place that I got that name from is the webcomic Questionable Content. Which has a character named Hannelore Ellicott Chatham, who is very neurotic and I relate to a lot. And I didn't make that connection that was where that name came from. You get Casey a lot. Maybe. I just think it's rude when people don't listen. And that's maybe unfair. Like, sometimes people do genuinely mishear and stuff, but, like, a lot of the time it does feel willful. Like, to me, with me especially, because I'm, like, visibly trans. I can't speak for anyone else here, but, like, you know, being someone who is visibly trans definitely makes it a lot more annoying, I guess, when someone hits you with the masculine name, and it feels very willful even if it's not. Lifted off a page of gender-neutral baby names. Fair. I think I had heard the name Siobhan before this, but like I played an RPG with a friend once who made a character named Siobhan. And then like later on I made a character named Siobhan in a different RPG, and then I kind of realized when that game fell through because we kind of stopped playing that I was kind of like test driving that name and that I really like that name. Making a name the name of your RPG character, a name that you want to test out the name of your RPG character, is a good move until you get to the point that you change it to that, and then suddenly you and your character have the same name. That's confusing. You're named after your email address. I know that one. Lucy. Laura and Lucy. Lucille is a good middle name. I did ask my parents, like, if they wanted or had, like, a name in mind for me, but apparently they, they got me, like, I know what you call it for an animal, like, you call it sexing. I don't think you do that for, like, a human fetus. Like, but they like, in the ultrasounds and stuff, they figured out what I had going on and just chose a boy name, basically. Do not sex the fetus. That's not what I mean. Oh, that sounds so much worse. I just mean when you have a veterinarian or something look at an animal who it's hard to tell what gender they are, like a bird, and they tell you what reproductive organs they have, basically. That's so brutal, Cassie. God. Like, that's funny, but also, to me, like, I would be like so mad about that. I was like, well, you're gonna have to change your username then. Sorry, mother. I need that name now. Get off of it. Yeah, I'm also glad I never have to worry about naming a child. It seems like such a pain. Like, you have to name someone and they're supposed to keep that name for the rest of their life. That's insane. That's awful. Why would you do that? Stop giving people names. People should get their own names for themselves. You're gonna go sleepy mode? Fair enough. It's too thematic. Yeah. At 13 years of age. Nah, like, I don't know. I don't have, like, a problem with naming babies or whatever, or, like, calling babies by gendered pronouns or whatever, like a lot of people do. But, like, also, your water wand certainly seems more capable than my hazel broom. Aw. That's what trans girl flirting sounds like, though. Oh, at 13 years of age, Homestuck joke. Oh. I'm not Homestuck brained enough anymore. Got my familiar Phileas Frog to squirt the walls as I go to loosen the clag, but even so. Why are you using the broom on the wall? That's not what you use a broom for. And Phil's mouth is normally full of backchat, so it's nice to see him finally put it to good use. Good for him. I hope you all have a healthy relationship. It outs you as a homestuck. Yeah. Alright, have a good one, Quinn. Always nice to see you. It was fun watching your stream earlier. I got some clips from it and put it in the Cable 2 chat because they were very funny to me. God, Cora. Honestly, like, me after Homestuck became popular. Like, once it got popular to the point that people would look at you funny, like you're cringe or whatever, because I was very self-conscious back then. If they heard you say anything about Homestuck, I would do that. I don't know anything about that. Cora, follow your dreams. Here's the thing. You look good with black nails and in a red skirt, in my opinion. In my humble onion, I'm allowed to say cute shit to my girlfriend on stream, right? That's not, like, illegal on Twitch. That's not against Twitch law. I never had a fan troll. Like, I wanted to come up with a fan troll, but, like, at that point in my life, I was just not coming up with characters, so I just kind of, like, made a thing that resembled a fan troll, sort of. That was, like, I don't know, like it was like a fan troll, but it was just, like, kind of the way I drew myself, but with horns and spiky teeth. I drew that one time, I never posted it anywhere, and I never drew it or talked about it ever again. So, I didn't really have what the kids would call a fan troll at the time. That's a troll Sona, yeah. I mean, fair enough. I don't, like, here's my thing is, like, I don't consider it to be enough of a, like, thing that I actually wanted to call it a Sona or anything, you know? Like, I was like, well, this is what all of the people who are into Homestuck are doing now, like, a couple of years into Homestuck when everything really became about the trolls in terms of the fan community. And I was like, well, this is what everyone who's into Homestuck is doing now, and I'm into Homestuck, and I have been for a long time, so I guess this is what I should do. Then I did it, and I was like, this is stupid and uncomfortable, and then I never thought about it again, really. I probably still have the picture somewhere. It wasn't very good. You call it a demon instead? Hell yeah. You love to see all of the Homestuck troll OCs becoming demon OCs. I don't know that that's a thing. I don't, like, capital K know that's a thing. But, like, deep in my heart, I know that's a thing. It's never too late to transition your OC. That's true. Where'd you get so good at drawing horns? Yeah. Jesus. Also, like, I was never much of an artist. Like, I could do some decent stuff, but, like, I kind of realized the longer I went on that, like, I was not ever really all that interested in drawing things. Like, I'm more of a person who wants to write. And, like, when I was drawing comics and stuff, like, I was mostly just doing that out of necessity. Because like I didn't have anyone who could draw the comic ideas I had. And then I would run out of steam because drawing a lot for comics is really hard. And then I would give up on my projects. That was basically my life for a long time. Oh, she's a succubus now. Yeah. I figured that was what you meant. Sorry. I'm big tangent mode today. Welcome to the long Halloween. The scary thing is how many tangents I go on. Children always forget that the Humble Book exists. I gotta get, like, into your, like, writing circle, Cassie. I need people who actually, like, want to read shit that I write to read my shit. Like, I have friends and my partners a lot of the time do, obviously, but, like, I don't know. I want to hand it off to, like, writers who I'm not dating before I show it to people a lot of the time. I think that would be helpful to me. I said that before I even started the tangent. I see. I'm simply the Rambler. My Halloween costume for tonight is like the Joker, except instead of jokes, I ramble. That's what I'm dressed as, secretly. Now I'm thinking about the fact that they made Joker 2 a musical, but didn't tie any of the musical bits into the story in any way. What a weird move. What a bizarre thing to have done. Woo. With your very well-received drama about the Joker. I haven't seen Joker 2. I haven't even seen Joker 1, to be honest. It didn't really interest me that much. All I know about it is the end scene and the stairs thing. Or not the end scene, the talk show scene. I don't know if that's the end or not. You know what, Cassie? Like, if I had to guess your opinions on the Joker movies sight unseen, that's probably what I would say. Honestly, just like knowing your movie opinions. Where is my OBS window? There we go. I can't believe Sucker wasn't allowed by AutoMod. Drinking some coffee. I'm gonna stretch my wrist too. My wrist is starting to hurt from playing this game. Don't want to hurt myself. I love to stream, but I don't want to hurt myself to do it. An end of Ava level hatred of itself. That's interesting. Would you believe that I've also never seen End of Ava? I've seen Evangelion, the series. I've seen the first Rebuild movie, and that's it. That's all I got. No, yeah, no, it makes sense that it's straining my wrist. It's just, you know. I'm just making sure that I don't damage my wrist. Need a way to, like, get up there. Can I, like, ladder up there somehow or something? No. No, I cannot. Eh. You have to do the thumb breaking wrist test. Is that the stretching test where you see if your wrist can extend enough to touch your thumb to your forearm? Is that what you're talking about? You probably think that it gets boring all the way out here on my own, but that's not really the case. Well, I'm glad you're not getting bored. What is your name again? Megan Mogg. There's always something fun to do. Hell yeah. You walked up to the top of the rear tower, swaddled yourself in turf, and slithered down the entire stairwell like a snake. Damn. Kinky. Finkelstein's maneuver. I don't know what that is. That does sound fun. I was joking when I said kinky. Like, no, that sounds like actually a good time. Except since it's turf, it would be like muddy. I'm assuming she's talking about like sod when she says turf and not like astroturf, you know? I could be wrong though. It could be kinky and fun. It could. That's very true. You put your thumb into your fist and then bend your hand down sharply. Yeah, that does hurt a bit. I'm not doing it very hard. I assume you're supposed to do it really hard. But even doing it fairly gently does hurt a bit. So I can't imagine that being a good thing. These turret roofs are like hard to get at. Oh, good. There's that one done. I'm apparently missing so much on this. Just a lot of angles that are like impossible to get at it from. I guess this works though. And this seems safe. I'm sure OSHA wouldn't mind what I'm doing right now. Do OSHA violations count if you're the boss? Like, if you're the only person who works at your company, do OSHA violations count? Slather yourself in turf's less fun. They count double? Oh no. That doesn't sound very fair to me, a small business owner. Okay, I don't know that I got all the windows on there, but that entire turret appears to be done now, which is nice. A 100% injured workforce rate. True. What? That one genuinely kind of scared me. I don't think I've ever gotten scared by falling in this game before. That's my Halloween spooks for the night. That's all I need. I don't know, I'm thinking about maybe watching a scary movie or something when I'm done. I want to play Monster Hunter, but I also, like... I kind of want to watch Phantom of the Paradise. That's not really a spooky movie at all, just... I thought about watching it the other day, and then Letterboxd put up an article where I think they're, like, interviewing the sound designer or something. And now I'm just, like, really like, God, I should watch Phantom of the Paradise again. What a movie. What a film. Barbie Dreamhouse aesthetic. Yeah, I'm into it. It's interesting how fast it goes from like scary witch hovel to like beautiful Barbie castle. Cassie. That's a lot of words. I'm gonna allow it. Add permitted term bimbo milf witch. I also wish that were me, honestly. Cassie, do you do seminars on being a bimbo milf witch? Yeah, I need to be higher up. Take apprenticeships. Great. You love to see it. That didn't work. I was hoping that would work. Whoops. Alright. We're getting there. Slowly, but slowly. Slowly, but I say it twice. The windows are all ajar, are they? Oh, you mean like off kilter, right? Yeah, that is cute. Extremely plastic playhouse vibes. Yeah, I love this. This is cute. Yeah, everyone says that the Trident is the best one in the game and you never have to switch off it, but sometimes the good old 15 degree works better for certain applications. We salute you, 15 degree nozzle. Dang it. Dang it. There we go. So, I've been watching a lot of movies lately. Not a lot of American movies, but a lot of movies. Or, like, at least a lot more than I used to. Like, I think I've watched, like, I don't know, 15 or 16 movies in the last couple months. That's like one movie every 3 or 4 days, I guess. So I've been watching a lot of Indian action movies, which, yeah, Cassie's seen at least one of those. I did watch one movie that stars Rajnikant, who also starred in Enteran. He's still great. He's still doing great. The movie I saw, I have to say, was fucking deranged. The plot of that movie was kind of insane. It was slightly hard to follow. And also, the character... I don't know if the movie knows this, but the character that Superstar Roshni is playing in that is a fucking monster. And I honestly, genuinely can't tell if the movie knows that or not. because he's kind of framed as like the innocent man in the situation. Because like what happens is some people like kidnap and kill his son. And so he basically turns around and because his son is a cop and he's an ex-cop. So he turns around and kills the guy who killed his son. But then kind of ends up in this like war with the leader of the gang where he's like, well, I'm going to kill your family. And he's like, well, I'm going to kill all of your people and you also. And it's sort of a whole thing. And, like, again, I just genuinely have no idea if the movie knows that the character that Rajnikanth is playing is just horrible. Like, he basically tells his family to sit down at a table. He says, hey, I sent the grandson off to go be babysitted somewhere. Or what, or like to hide somewhere in the house or something. I forget exactly what. But you two, my daughter-in-law and my wife, you're going to sit here at this table. And you're not going to get up no matter what happens. And then they have like a whole like shitty weird conversation. And then the bad guys break in and start trying to kill them, but he's just sitting there comfortably at the table, not moving at all, while some snipers that he hired kill everyone who breaks into the house. It's insane. Like, it's bizarre. It is a strange series of events. And like, you know, they're like freaking out because obviously, and he's just sitting there very calmly, like talking about how like, well, I used to have to hide the other side of me, but now these people have forced me to like put my two faces together, and now I don't have to hide from you anymore. As people are running in to try to murder them and just dropping to the ground, getting shot around him. It's insane. Truly deranged film. I'm not even remembering the name of it right now. Let me pull that one up real quick. I forget what it's called. I just watched it like last week. Jailer. Jailer is what the movie is called. And like later in the movie, you see him as like the prison warden or whatever, and good God, he is a fucking monster. Wow, you're nearly done. I'm getting so excited. Hell yeah, Megan. I hope your Halloween party or whatever goes well. Once I finish up here. Oh yeah, she is doing a party. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's like, is he supposed to be cool, or does the movie understand how fucked up this is? Because the movie is not telling me what I should feel. The last couple of weeks, I brewed up some real winners in the apothecary. Love potions, dance charms, laugh incantations, even vocabulary boosting conjurations. Oh, that's cool. I want a vocabulary boosting conjuration. It's going to be mega fantastico. Fantastico. That's hard to say. Apothecary would be a cute name for an alchemist. That's so true. Oh, man. So yeah, there was that one. That one was completely insane. There are a lot of much more straightforward ones that I've watched too, mostly all with the same star. The star's name is Vijay, Vijay. His stage name is just that first name. but they also call him Telepathy VJ, which telepathy means commander or master or something like that, I think. Um, and like, he's a very pretty man and he's very charming, and he also like plays a lot of like cop type characters because this is a like mainstream highly funded movies. They can't be too critical of the police. Um, but like, I don't know, VJ, I'm really enjoying just watching as many of his movies as I can get my hands on right now. From what I understand, like the movie environment is a lot more movie star based than America is now over there. So you get a lot more just like cool guy movie star who basically plays the exact same personality in every movie, but like in a fun way. Not in like a The Rock way where he's trying to sell you he's trying to sell you what is it called? Oh god. Liquor. Whatever kind of liquor it is that The Rock owns a company that sells. Like, it's not like that. It's more just like, this guy's brand is being this character, and people want to see more of this character, even if the character has a different name and different motivations every time. The Rock used to have such a personality. It's true. Well, okay, he had no personality when he kind of started doing WWE, and then he gained a personality because people hated him so much when he was being told to play a good guy. So he gained like one of the most fun villain personalities in wrestling, and then eventually he got so famous outside of wrestling that he decided that he needs to keep a squeaky clean image and make money forever. He did briefly go back to being a wrestling heel for like 6 months or something. And that arc was actually like really good, and he was like really good as a villain because he's really good at being a villain when you let him. His daughter actually works for WWE, I think. I think she's the NXT manager character. I don't know what her job actually is in the company, like if she does that or if she's just the character who does that, but yeah, like she works there. So that's interesting. Kind of got a legacy thing going on. The funny guy wrestling actor got way eclipsed by Cena, and Batista has grabbed the weirdly good angle. Ow. Stretching my wrist again. I think I'm going to be done after we finish this. I'm not going to try to do anything else just because I don't want to hurt myself. And unfortunately, as much as I love this game, it kind of gets me in a brain state where I'm just doing these repetitive things over and over until it starts to hurt. So I'm trying to remind myself to stop to stretch and stuff. As for other Indian movies I've been watching, I did watch one drama. It's called Rang de Basanti. RANG space DE space BA. I'm bad at spelling out loud. BASANTI, I believe. Rang de Basanti, and it's like such a good drama. Like it's slightly hard to follow at the start. Like the start of it is a little rocky, and it's like a lot of just like, oh, watch these funny college boys be college boys, but it's there to like get you into knowing a lot about the characters as they start to grow further into the movie, and the ending is incredible. I don't want to talk too much about individual movie plots or whatever, but like, I don't know, I just find it interesting to think about this stuff. This is absolutely a sucked into the zone repetitive actions hobby game. Yeah, absolutely. And I love those kinds of games. I just need to make sure to pace myself so I don't actually cause myself an RSI. But yeah, if you're looking for some interesting Indian movies that are available in the US pretty easily, Jailer, a lot of fun. Enteran is really hard to find in the US, by the way. I really want to watch Enteran again because they made a sequel called 2.0. But I really want to rewatch the first one first, even though I think they have almost nothing to do with each other in a direct way. Aside from sharing characters and stuff. Those Lego flower sets, every time you finish with those, your hands feel like they're going to explode. Yeah, I heard that 2.0 wasn't great. But like I tend to enjoy an action movie well enough regardless of how good it is most of the time. But yeah, like I keep being like, well, I want to watch Enter End first, but like it's weirdly hard to find. Like even, you know, in like dubiously legal ways, it's hard to find. I'm sure I could find it if I was looking for it, but or looking like harder, but like I don't want to get too deep into that stuff because I'm fucking 30 years old now. I don't know where people go to do that anymore. And it's hard to talk about online on account of, you know, the censorship. I mean, I say censorship on account of the copyright stuff. A lot of it was just how good the robot was. I'm not sure I follow what you mean by that. Like by how good the first one was? The movie, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I guess I'm kind of becoming a movies person now a little bit. Which has never really been me before. Like, I watch movies here and there, but I'm not really like a sit down and watch movies type of person most of the time. I never really have been. Can I put this back here, please? Thank you. Like, I need to get at that side, and this is the best way. Please, video game. Movies persons. Anyhow, yeah, I guess that's my I've been watching Indian movies ramble. I could talk about some of the other ones I've been watching, but like I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to be boring. I feel like talking about movies in a non-detailed way is kind of boring to listen to. I do think if you're like looking for a decent action flick, Telepathy VJ is a great actor to look to. Also, if you're looking for a great action flick, watch RRR, which is on Netflix. It's easily available on Netflix. It's probably one of my favorite action movies I've ever seen. That's an Indian action movie about some historical figures fighting colonialism in the 20s. It's really good. I highly recommend that one. I'm trying to remember which VJ movie was the one that I like really got me going. Leo. Leo is the name of the one I'm thinking of. Which I don't know how to describe that one other than like, what if people thought John Wick was John Wick and were trying to kill him because they thought he was John Wick, but he wasn't John Wick. He was just some guy. That's the plot of that movie. It's great. Anyway, go follow me on Letterboxd. I occasionally repost reviews of these things to Letterboxd. I think I'm just Shiv Rose on there. You don't actually have to follow me, though. I'm just kidding. I don't do a whole lot interesting there. You went looking for a robot and it's just nowhere. Yeah, like, the only place I know of you can get it is like the Sun Films streaming service, which is a streaming service that costs like I think like 800 rupees a month, which is like $2. But in the US, it costs like fucking $50 a month or some shit. Like, it's ridiculous. There's a huge markup in the US version of it. Despite being, I mean, I don't know the economy in India. I don't know how many rupees is reasonable for a monthly streaming service, but in terms of American money, it's extremely reasonably priced in the rupees, but very not generously priced in dollars. But that's the only place I know of you can watch that movie legally. And it's also just hard to find a DVD of a lot of this stuff. Like, I think for a copy of Enteran on DVD, on a region-locked DVD even, which I think basically every game console can get around region locking on DVDs now. Have I seen Substance? No. I've heard good things about The Substance. I've heard very good things about The Substance, and I just have not gotten around to it. And I don't even know where it's available to watch, honestly. I've honestly actually also heard a lot of good things about Smile 2, but not from like people that I necessarily trust their horror opinions. But apparently Smile 2 is alright. It's got a... oh god, there's... Who's that actor with the really menacing smile? It's got his son in it, and I cannot remember which actor I'm thinking of right now. Yeah. Well, that's a shame. Goku got a copy online. Neat. Yeah, no, I do need to check out The Substance. It sounds interesting. I don't know if it's going to be a movie I end up liking a lot, but it sounds interesting enough that I want to try. I guess it sounded a little too on the nose in its very obvious metaphor to me. I guess is my problem. Where is the dirt on this thing that's still dirty? Get clean. Get clean. Oh, there's some right there. A tiny bit down here. I'm just seeing the tiniest little bits, but it doesn't count as clean. What am I missing? I didn't really see much up here either. Tiny bit there. Ah, there we go. Okay. Now does that count the stuff down here? Yes, it does. Cool. We're good. It's not subtle, but it's not trying to be super nuanced. Okay. I don't mind something not being subtle. It's just kind of like... It seems like one of those movies that, like... Just based on the description, obviously, I haven't watched it. But, like, just based on the description, it seems like it really wants to make a point, TM. And that makes me go, like, if the metaphor is too heavy-handed. So, glad to hear that it leans into camp more than that. Okay. That's all the stuff that I knew was still dirty. Now what am I missing? Oh, I know these are. Yeah, the chimney stuff. I guess the chimney itself is also not clean. I think I just need to get up high enough to get above it. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, now what else? It's probably like some window frames or something. Oh, I missed a door handle, obviously. Okay. Oh, one of the dormers. That's these things. Ah, I see. Okay. The eaves. Don't see any that are lit up currently. Ah, there we go. Okay. Pumpkin shed door handle. Okay. I thought I finished cleaning that. House entrance door handles. I thought I got those too. Guess not. And the entrance trim. Ah. There we go. Wahoo! Yippee! Halloween! Wahoo! Do my funny little surf tricks. I can't get a good one going. There we go. It's not exactly surfing, but there's definitely like a like a thing that makes you go way higher in the air. Like that. That one was by accident. Because there's just a branch there. Alright, let's watch the replay. Just to let you know, the party was a riot. Everyone had an amazing time. And guess who turned up? The Sour Sisters. At first I thought it was going to be carnage. They glided in with their sinister cackle and wands lifted at the ready. But as they circled the scene, everyone was on such a happy vibe that it completely disarmed them, and that bought us just enough time to show them that we weren't throwing out the old ways. We were just giving them a sprinkle. Then the real magic began. So did you bone? Did you get together with the Sour Sisters, Megan? One of them? It was amazing how they just softened, blossomed. It turns... Oh, God. Making that joke made that sentence so much worse. Which sex wahoo? It turns out they're not actually the Sour Sisters, but the Sower Sisters. Sower is in sower of seeds. Ah, I get it. Yeah, they had herbs and roots in their pockets that I've never heard of, let alone knew what to do with. They apologized and plunked themselves at the apothecary, adding a pinch here and another there until every potion sang. Honestly, I doubt there's been that much laughter and dancing anywhere ever. It feels like the community is really coming together now, and without your special brand of magic, I don't think it would have happened. At least not like that. Thank you. We did a good job. Witch sex, wahoo! Oh, goodness me. Alright. My hand. That is a really nice little story. They were being jerks. They came over to start being jerks again, and they just got into the party instead. They had a nice time. That is good. That was cute. This is a very cute little Halloween special level. I really enjoyed that. Thanks, Power Wash Sim devs, for making cute little things for us for free. Next time I play this game, like, we didn't finish... So here's the thing. We didn't finish the Back to the Future stuff, but on the other hand, the Shrek stuff is out now, and I know people really wanted me to play the Shrek one when we were talking about it, so I might try and get a hold of that one at some point. And yeah, I might try to get a hold of that one at some point. That's it. That's the whole thought. So we can play it. Wouldn't that be fun? See if we got any cool new... Not really. Got the gold one. I guess I'll buy it. Oh, there was a Halloween special. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, man. Oh, we could have gone totally Halloween mode. Oh, well. Too late now. Shrek the Halls, the Long Haul Christmas special. So true. I wonder what day Christmas is on this year. Let's find out. Fuck it. We're looking at holiday times now. It's on a Wednesday. So... yeah. Anyway, where did my chat go? I always lose the window when I do this. I meant what day of the week, Cassie. Come on. Come on. Be nice to me. I'm cute and good and everyone loves me. Oh, I didn't remember. I forgot that your mom's birthday was on Christmas. My nephew's birthday, I think, is on the 6th of December. And then there's Christmas. And then my sister's birthday is on the 30th. Like, December's a busy month in my family, apparently. Anyway, I should stop fucking around and get out of here, I guess. I hope you, friends, enemies, past romantic partners, and future nemesis, thanks for watching The Long Haul. This is a really nice time. I really enjoyed this stream. It was very nice and cool. Very chill Halloween. I am going to go probably ice my wrist now because it's starting to ache in a way I don't like. That means I should probably stop fucking around with the mouse in this game while I'm running in circles. Alright, catch y'all later. Bye.
Carry me up into the lumen's eye. We will not fall alone. The living there's their only home.
I muted the wrong thing for a second there.
The body's life. For half the earth and bone. We only live for the better die, because we're bound for the cutting stone. To the lumen's eye. We will not fall alone. The living are never to earn the sky. There's their only home. So make my bed where the bodies lie. For half the earth and bone. We only lived for the better die, 'cause we're bound for the cutting stone.